everybody, how's it going? I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today on Anime Reaction, we watch the 11th episode of Gabriel DropOut. If you want to check out our reaction to the 11th episode of Gabriel DropOut, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga, and don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So, on this episode of Gabriel DropOut, we completely leave the plot of Satania being broken into heaven behind.
Yeah, all of a sudden we're back at Earth, and Satania is looking for the dog.
Yeah, well, she's walking to school with Melonpon
You know what that means.
that she was planning on having for lunch, and she's expecting the dog. And then Raphael shows up and points out that the dog is in the back of a dog catcher's truck. And then, just offhandedly mentions that if they can't find a home for the dog, then the dog will be put down. Which, I mean, technically she wasn't really trolling Satania, because that is true. However,
Satania's kind of
she knows she knows Satania, so it is still kind of trolling Satania. So
Yeah, I don't think that it was the actual intent, but
That's definitely what happened.
no, I think that was the intent. It's just because she knows Satania, just telling her the truth would make Satania do what she did.
And what she did was chase after the dog catcher and sign up to become...
Yeah, basically
dog's
she
owner.
adopted the dog. However, then she runs into a problem because her apartment does not allow animals.
And neither does anyone else's.
Yeah. Which sucks. I know that feeling.
True to life.
True to life. And so Satania, Satania tries to convince her father to let her move into a different apartment. And I actually thought that it would work because of how she went about it. Because she called him up and was like, my apartment is no longer fit for an archdemon like myself.
But the father's retort, well, an archdemon should be able to figure it out on her own.
Yeah. So,
Looking at the stipend,
Ain't
she
gonna
spent
happen.
all of her money on
On the Hell Shopping Network.
Yeah, the Hell Shopping Network. But yeah, so she decides to go on a journey up north to the northern tip of Japan.
I was about to say, I thought that was like a little comic delusion, going on in her head. I didn't think she'd actually fucking do it.
Nope. She actually went on a trip with the dog.
To the northernmost point of Japan.
and had her first bite of melon pond in over a year.
Well, yeah, she had her first bite of melon pond that we saw on the show. So, improving. But the other three end up getting worried about Satania, even though, of course, Gabriel doesn't show it. And so Raphael reveals that she can figure out where Satania is because she registered Satania's phone for the GPS tracking without Satania's knowledge. Just in case Satania ever ran away. So they know that she's in Hokkaido.
Meanwhile, Gabriel realizes something else and decides to just go to the convenience store.
Go to the convenience store.
So Raffi and Vignet walk up on Satania, telling her, "Yeah, you should just come on back.
We'll figure something out."
And Satania gets a phone call. Turns out that the cafe owner that Gabriel works for
is Satania's landlord. And so Tim strikes a deal with Master, basically saying that she'll come in and work a lot more days. One more day. If he would do her a favor, and the favor was letting Satania have the dog in her apartment. And by the way, that's a very nice apartment.
Sure,
Like that apartment
man.
is huge, especially compared to all the other girls' apartments.
Swanky.
Yeah.
Fit for an archdemon.
But yeah, so all's well that ends well.
And then we get another plot where we get the return of
Tapris.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Tapris decides to spend her vacation in the human world.
I thought she wanted a vacation.
You're right. Visiting Gabriel. So we get to see her come down into the human world, and she is not wearing her spacesuit, surprisingly.
So she got over that. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
However,
poor girl,
however much she studies about the human world while she's in heaven, apparently just doesn't quite do it justice, because that poor girl
walks upon a crosswalk. Knows that red means stop, green means go.
Mm-hmm.
So she waits.
Good there. However, she doesn't realize that you must push a button in order to get the crosswalk to
Actually,
green.
She never studied the concept of buttons.
So she waits.
Yeah, actually, that's very true, because we see later she goes to a library to
learn how to use a computer.
Yeah, to learn how to use a computer, and she sits down at the computer at the library to try to use it. She immediately discounts the keyboard because it has too many buttons.
It's unknown to her. She must not touch it.
And then she
calls the mouse the hamster.
Well, she knew that it was some sort of animal, so I guess good guess there. At least she got some sort of rodent.
Yeah, at least she said hamster instead of Indian elephant.
Right. But even with that, she doesn't use the actual buttons. So,
yeah,
and she knows of the concept of touch screens because she thinks that maybe the computer is a touch screen, so she touches the screen.
And then immediately freaks out and thinks she broke it.
Well, with most computer screens, they are kind of soft.
Yeah, a little membrane there.
Yeah, and then also when you push on them, the colors distort.
Right.
So I could see why she thought she might have broken it. And then so the helpful librarian tells her that she didn't
Helpful.
I think the librarian's helpful. She's just dealing with a world-class ignorant person.
She's just ignorant of the human world. She's trying.
But tells her that she didn't break it. It's completely fine, and then points her to an aisle of books that has
bunch of reference
well,
books.
computer
Kind of
knowledge
how-tos.
stuff. Well, no, it's probably just a general section on computers, but she tells her, "Oh, hey, there's some stuff for beginners down here." So Lapras starts reading.
How to use a PC for idiots.
Right. Oh, this is complicated. And then later she shows up to Gabriel's place and says, reports that she's learned how to use a computer.
She's learned some of the basics.
Yeah, learned some of the basics. So Gabriel asks her, okay, what'd you learn?
C+ and Java. And now I'm working on PHP.
And, of course, as Gabriel rightly retorts, what, are you trying to become a programmer? But yes, so then we get I assume it's at the end of Lapras' stay because she leaves directly afterwards, but then we get all of the others showing up for a Takoyaki party.
My kind of party.
Takapa?
Takapa. Oh, is it that pass card you use in heaven?
Yeah.
Play on Suica.
Yeah. But so they have a Takoyaki party. Gabriel tries to make them first and completely fails. First of all, she was using way too big octopus chunks.
Yeah.
Entire base.
Too much filling. So the little dough balls couldn't take shape.
Pretty much.
And boy did it show.
And then Lapras decides to try without saying how to do it properly and ends up with a bunch of burnt
charcoal
balls. So then Vignette's like, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. Perfect, of course. It's Vignette. Of course she's perfect. She's perfect.
Best girl.
Then Satania shows up because she was fashionably late.
The guest of honor is always fashionably spare us.
She was also waiting for a package.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the package, I assume, from the Hell Shopping Network was, yeah, right. It was a, what was it?
Like the darkness pot.
Yeah, darkness pot. Basically a pot for a hot pot. Except anything that you put into it becomes dark matter. And she thought this would go over well in a party with 3 angels. 3 angels.
She is the dunce demon.
Yes. But yeah, so then Lapras goes to return to heaven and reveals to Gabriel that tomorrow Gabriel's older sister will be visiting.
And we get one of the biggest aw shit faces of the entire series.
Oh shit! Yeah, so that's going to be the finale, is Gabriel having to deal with her older sister.
Oh boy.
Cleanup time.
Yeah.
No one in the universe will clean faster than a failing angel with family coming over.
Nobody will clean faster than a very dirty person who realizes that their family is on the way in less than 24 hours.
That apartment will be spotless. However, don't look out on the balcony.
Don't look under the bed or in the closets.
Anywhere that's kind of out of visual sight.
It sounds like we're talking from experience now, doesn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mom, Dad, please stop watching.
Anyway, so let us know what you thought of anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo.
See you next time.
And go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga talks.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga. And if you'd like to help us out, go ahead and check out our Patreon page.
Or else Rafi will come for you.